touch, I get a rush. Addicted, baby, I can't get enough. Got me feeling like it's 90s R&B, yeah. In your presence, girl, that's where I wanna be, yeah. We connected, I can feel the chemistry, yeah. I need you to put your lips all over, yeah, baby. Ooh, I swear I go to new highs every time I kiss you. Every time I kiss you, girl.
What's up? What's up? Obreeze. Got Obreeze in the house.
Every time I kiss you. Every time I kiss you, girl. Don't wanna feel the flame. Can't escape the fuego.
How's it going?
Take you to the Caicos. We could get away. We could just lay low. If it's you, I'll never say no. Cause you got me feeling like it's 90s R&B, yeah. In your presence, girl, that's where I wanna be, yeah. We connected, I can feel the chemistry, yeah. I need you to put your lips all over, yeah, baby. Ooh, I swear I go to new high. Every time I kiss you, every time I kiss you, every time I kiss you, every time I kiss you. It's like the moon and the stars align with the comets in the sky. Every time I kiss you, every time I kiss you, every time I kiss you, every time I kiss you.
What's up? What's up? Are y'all watching the World Cup? I was watching Team USA. They're up 2-0 right now. I don't know what's happening. Shoot, might be more now. But I had to quit after halftime. We do this live. I'm doing well, Kevo. Thanks for asking. Everybody can hear me fine? The music might just be loud. This is one of my songs I dropped a couple years ago. Every Time I Kiss You. That's what it's called. Check it out. Dope, dope. If you want to get your song in the queue, hit that link at the bottom if you're on Instagram.
Swear these love songs hit so different when you got that vision. And it feels like we're eternal, we connected in a past life. I surrender cause you're God's plan every time, yeah. And I can't fight it, cause I'm just falling for you.
Once the song ends, we'll get started. Yep, 50 people in the queue finally. The show is growing. Myself some applause. All right. That was my song, Every Time I Kiss You, by me, Kofi Ajay. I did that song a few years ago. I think I had a co-writer on that, Jordan. If y'all look him up, he's an awesome co-writer, awesome singer, songwriter, rapper, he does everything. I think he helped me out with the bridge on that. But I wrote that in Korea. It was kind of crazy. My only time going to Korea. But yeah, what are y'all doing? Yeah, that was me on the vocals too. Yeah, I produced it, mixed and mastered it, co-wrote it with Jordan, and yeah, sang it, edited everything. I have a bunch of songs out right now. I have probably like 10 or 12 songs. I was regular for a little while, but I'm gonna start it back up again. Appreciate it. Thank you. The flames emojis. Yeah, but the show is growing. But anyway, welcome guys. This is the music review show I do every Friday at 1 p.m. PST. It's World Cup Friday. It's Juneteenth. If you're not familiar with the holiday Juneteenth, check it out. I put a description of what it is on my story. I think it's been getting more popular the past few years, since 2020, maybe even before that. Things have been picking up with this being an official holiday. So kids are here if you hear them in the background. Summer break, but their camp is canceled for today. So hopefully there won't be too many interruptions. But today we're going to be doing some music reviews. The way I do it here is I'll score every song based out of 10 for a total score of 50. We break it down into 5 categories. We break all the songs down into songwriting, production, engineering, performance, and emotional impact. Those are the categories I feel like make the best songs or make the best records, not necessarily songs. We're in the recording arts industry, so I'm more of an expert on the recording, like a recorded song. You know, hear great songs all the time. Sometimes the execution of the songs isn't that great. So both have to be great in order for it to be a great record, in my opinion. Yes, very excited. Ghana is doing well in the World Cup. Got that late second goal. And then USA is also doing really well. So both of my teams so far 2-0, hopefully 3-0 by the end of this live. And I think Ghana has a much tougher road in the group stage. I think their group is way tougher. I played a lot of soccer growing up, so I'm very, very much into this. I didn't watch a ton, but I played a lot. So it is what it is. All right, so if you want to get your song in the queue, there are 50 songs in the queue, like the person said in the chat, which is the most I've ever had. So I'm very happy about that. Wait, where's my... There it is. We are growing, and they're trying to get the show as big as possible, just so I can hear as many people's songs as possible. Maybe we can hear some records, work with some of y'all that are submitting dope stuff. That would be awesome. Oh yeah, and also if you wanted to work with me, I do have like 1 or 2 subscriber spots left for my Tribe monthly subscription or monthly creator partnership. Basically, it's working with me as a producer, an engineer, songwriter, whatever you need, whatever that gap is between you and excellence. I'm trying to help you close that gap. So if you have great song ideas, but you just don't have anybody to produce them, you don't have anybody to make them sound good, record them, whatever it is, I do pretty much all things in studio. And if I don't do it, I know somebody who does and does it at a high level. So just basically right now it's $500 a month. But this is the entry price. It's not going to be $500 a month for after in maybe like a month or 2. But right now it is, and you just have access to me, and we work based on my calendar. So you schedule your session days. I show up like this, and we work together. Or if you're in LA, we show up together in person. But just DM me for more details, and I'll let y'all know more about that. But last week I reviewed this song, Ma Why Am I This Way? So today I'm going to start on another skip from Echo Hawthorne. It's called Ashes in the Headlines. Ashes in the Headlines. So if you want to get your song next in the queue and you don't want to be number 51, you have to skip. And the skip is $10. It's not that much. $20 for a super skip, and you'll definitely be next in line. Right now, I don't think there's any other skips after this, so you'd be next in line if you did it now. But let's go ahead and get the show started with Echo Hawthorne. The song is called Ashes in the Headlines. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Red warnings in the headlines. Smoke is rising overseas. Every panel's pointing fingers. Every broadcast disagrees. Some say power keeps us safer. Some Some say power crossed the line, but the ones who feel the terror aren't the ones who press decline. And the world keeps spinning, but the fear keeps winning. We the people, caught between the fault lines every time. Oh, I'm raising my voice against the violence, against the terror breaking through the silence, standing with the others who fight, tired of watching leaders justify why the innocent still die, why the innocent still die, why the people left to cry, calling out the ones who hold the power, watching from their bulletproof towers. If peace is just a promise on a screen, tell me what freedom means.
Y'all think this is AI?
Debates are burning through
I kind of think it is.
airwaves. Every claim a coded threat. Truth gets buried under sound bites. No one owns the internet. It's not boots and guns on dusty desert decks. Now the wars are fought with bombs and shadow tech. And the terror in the dark when the bomb drops. And no one cares who's sleeping there. And the world keeps spinning, but the fear keeps winning. We the people, caught between the
All right. That was Echo Hawthorne with Ashes in the Headlines. So since I got 50 people in the queue now, I need to go a little faster. I can't listen to the whole thing every single time. But that was really great. Even though I'm pretty sure it's AI, I wonder if they even say it as in the artist's profile. I don't see anything. But I'm pretty sure this is an AI artist. I think the pictures of a real person though. But I believe the lyrics are probably human because the lyrics are pretty good. But I mean, AI could have probably wrote that. I don't really know. That's why if you submit AI songs, please tell me. Oh, please tell me what you did. Independent artist, engineer, and manage my own music. Shoot, it might not be AI. This one's on the fence. I can't really tell. So I'll just judge it as if it's not, and then or critique it as if it's not, score it as if it's not, and we'll just do that. All right. So songwriting is, I'm gonna give it a 8. Actually, I'll give it a 9 because the melodies are really good. It got a little bit slow. It felt a little slow at some points, but it really is a very cinematic song that really, what's the word? It really did its job. Like it sounded like a ending credits type of song, you know. And then the production I thought was really, really great. I didn't really have any issues there. It just was all very safe. That's why it felt like AI. Just everything was tight together, and it's like there's nothing unique about it. It's just really, really well done in the style that it is. So that's what makes me think it's AI, because AI is good for that. Engineering, I'm gonna give it an 8. I thought it was really good. I don't think it was perfect, but it was really, really good. Performance was ridiculous. I mean, that's why another reason why I thought it was AI. But I'm gonna give it a 10 on performance. Emotional impact, I'm gonna give it an 8. I've heard the song before, but it was executed really, really, really well. So I'm not AI. Cool. You're fantastic then. It does have an AI integration. I do concerts live. It's your voice. Okay, great. Did you write the words too? Because that's awesome. Let me see. That's a total score of a 43. So not AI, which is great, but I think maybe the production was, yeah, some instrumentals are AI integration. Yeah, I mean the way you put it together. I've done some hybrid songs with AI too, and it's not always easy. It's not always great. So like work has to be done in order to make it be this good. So I'm impressed. Great work, Echo Hawthorne. Everybody should go listen to Echo Hawthorne on Spotify. There's only 39 monthly listeners and followers. I'm gonna follow for sure. I want to hear more. Um, Everybody go check her out. All right. So the next one, if you want to get your song in the queue, there's 50 songs in the queue this time. So if you want to get your song in, super skip or a regular skip, and you'll be next in line. But this next song is Eastwick Landlord. Wait, no, it's by GMA BBY, and it's called The Real Me.
Tell it how it is, don't paint that picture where you wanna tell it. See me in that bitch and niggas stand there watch me die. But I walked up out of UMD and bitch I went to slide. See I did it for my city, and my city try to kill me. Niggas know that this the real me. So much pain they can't heal me. Fuck her good, I know she feel me. Your ears try to down a nigga, they ain't wanna teach me. She mad, she fucked the Brody, kill yourself, die lonely. Me and West White Jetta coming off Jackson Ave, moving coke out the glass train tracks where we stash smoke. Water not the hash, we ain't trade life for life. Who the gang lose yet, man, we really upset. I stepped up, y'all some bitches, y'all hoes, y'all niggas ran off, I fell back, nigga fell off, ran it up, then I ran down, y'all calling back up like man down, stand up when it's business, nigga, I don't sit down, he a hoe, rather he shit or piss, he gon' sit down, I been controlling all the real killers, tell him move out, nigga stand down before he get clipped, watch his face frown, this is no act, I don't drink lean, Glock 10, hold 31, it's Halloween, but these 2-4s going down a nigga like morphine, shoulders drop, young Dro do shoulder lean, y'all niggas can't fuck with me, belt the ass, put you over knee, killer shoot like Trey Young, leave you cold in the streets, I pulled up, hopped out like I took a Uber, no homies, this is not a shit, give it up like you don't care, so far going Drake tape like nigga, I left a note there, bag chasing this name brand shit, I forgot how broke feel, times change, nigga, not me, I'm on the same time that the money is, y'all boys, Comedy Central, dude, that's the funny biz, chopsticks come with white rice with rib tips, soy sauce, we don't duck shit, keep bitches on standby, that's a GP, RP to the crib, y'all seen what happened, that boy Knox B, watch out for the blickies, get the licking, leaving stains like hickeys when they get the kissing, all white 80s on the scale, Jason Witten, Green Bill stuck in safe, bitches venting, think metal world peace, how that money in my vision, 20 plus years gang shit like nigga I need a pension, oh God I came from Nice and Oaks like bitch I know the pimp, hold my jump, it's a bungee, she gon' trick, that thumbs up, got a flick, get one look, little bitch think meal ticket, them I try, he make great visit, y'all play, I don't shit for keeps, hot boy turn her 500 degrees, too hot, get out the kitchen, leave, sit in the blitz, down the middle, two cover the sides like Braid and Weed, the game we play, they hate the league, I make them quit, riding like Christopher Reeves, this year bitch, I'm next to get pleased, shit like a coach on Western D, lining shit up like Register 3.
All right. That's GMA BBY. I'm assuming GMA baby. The Real Me. That is was all right to me. Very, very cookie cutter. That was my biggest takeaway from that. It's very safe. It's very standard. We need some more uniqueness, some more originality in this. So songwriting, I don't really know what the song is about. It was just a lot of lines, and I didn't think the lines were that clever or that great. Maybe they went over my head. I don't know. Sometimes it takes me a few listens to understand or to get it, but to me that's a sign of a not very strong song if I can't get it in one listen. So I'm gonna give the songwriting a 4. Production was very, very safe, very simple trap. The same. It's like Trap 101 almost, you know? So I'm going to give that a 3 as well because the originality wasn't that great. Now, the engineering was pretty good. I could hear all the words. I could hear the subs. I could hear the bass really well. The hi-hats, nothing was too sizzly, but it was sizzly enough because like rap, a lot of times the vocals will have a really harsh sizzle to them. Not every rap song. It's usually like the pop rap or the trap rap. But if you're going for like that soulful rap, they usually don't do too much of that. But it's things I just notice as an engineer as I'm listening to records. And so I'd give the engineering a solid 8. That was pretty good out of 10. And then performance, your performance wasn't bad. Like your delivery is not terrible, but it's gonna be tough for you to stand out. Um, I'm not sure what you have to do delivery wise. Maybe it's cadence. I hate saying cadence because to me it's really rhythm, but maybe it's the rhythm of your rap. Um, Maybe it's finding a better part of your voice to deliver. It's not bad, but it's just also gonna. It's very. When I think of a rapper who hasn't made it yet, this is what I think of. And so I don't know. That's just like so. In order to stand out, you have to do something unique. It's a lot of people. It's just their voice is just unique. Other people, it's their flow. Other people, they're so good at writing dope lyrics. Other people, it's their beats are fire or the simplicity of it, or they're the only rapper that can do X, Y, and Z this well. So you got to figure out what works for you performance wise. I'm gonna give it a 7, and then emotional impact kind of low on this one for me. Probably I'll give it a 2. Like it's too standard, too cookie cutter for me. It'd be great for the background like of a film or TV show maybe, but that's about it. Like nothing that I need to go listen to again. So it's 24 out of total score of could have been of a possible 50 for The Real Me, GMA baby. All right. If you want to get your song in the queue, you can go to Nero.fan/KofiJMusic/live, or just click the link. If you're on Instagram, click that link, that red link there at the bottom, and you can get your song in the queue. The next one up is ATM Miami called Lil Nasty. Let's check it out. Tell me what y'all think of these in the comments. Tell me what y'all think of these songs. Keep getting all these AI submissions though.
Lately I've been thinking about you.
Oh no, this is real.
And I know you think about me too. But lately out of time and ain't been the same like it used to be. You used to be my past too. Down for whatever, whenever. But lately I've been missing my Beyonce. She used to be my little nasty. And that's when I call you. My new pass through the mall and hit it. Back to the club and hit it. I can't believe I'm missing my little nasty. Say where you been. I just wanna touch you. I just wanna kiss you. Say where you been. Say where you been, cause I've been thinking about you.
Sounds good, Jet. Looking forward to it.
See where you been, cause I've been thinking about you. I thought you was on blue dog, but I ain't tripping about it. We always kept it on 100 with each other. That's why you always be my little nasty. I know. But I was in a daydream. But shit, it was good.
All right, that was ATM Miami with Lil Nasty. I didn't mind that honestly. I just think there's definitely room for improvement on that one, but I think you have a sound that might work. You know, it sounds very trendy right now. I don't know how long it'll last, but right now, I think you can get away with it. That beat that Don Toliver, I don't know what you call it, bounce beat is in right now, and those instruments for the production. I've heard it done better, but you definitely locked in that groove. So songwriting, that's the biggest thing I struggled with. Like, I liked most of it. I just didn't know what you were talking about or really cared that much. Like, so we have to find better concepts. For me, I can't even really write a song unless the concept is like, ooh, like special. The concept makes me think of a whole lot of things that I can say, and a lot things that resonate with a lot of experiences that I've had or people that I know have had, or that are worldwide topics. So, or they could be very specific topics. It just really just depends, and how vulnerable you want to be and all these things. But you have to say something, not going to say provocative, but say something that's wants me to ask more questions, wants me to know more. And I didn't get any of that from the songwriting on this. So I'm going to give it a 3. And the melodies were cool, but they weren't great. It wasn't very memorable. I know it's like the style of it at all, but it doesn't land. You need a really strong hook if you're going to have very loose structure like that. Production was safe. It was okay. I'm going to give it a 6. It could have been a lot more dynamic. We could have dropped the beat more. We could have added some cool instruments. We could have done something that was more unique. Engineering was pretty good, actually. I'm going to give that an 8. And the performance, I thought it was pretty solid too. I'm going to give it an 8. There's definitely a lot of artists that sound like that. So I know that type of performance can work, but it's not necessarily for me. And I don't know if it's necessarily the most appealing thing to hear all the time. Like, I think maybe 1 or 2 of songs like that with the strong auto tune, and I think we'd be like, all right, like I'm off to something else. I don't want to hear that for 8-10 songs at a time. I don't think most people would, but maybe I'm wrong. Echo Hawthorne says she likes the instrumental. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the instrumental was cool. It was solid. Vocal effects is clean. I just like, especially with production, that's my number one thing. Like, I want to hear something unique. I just heard a dope track yesterday, and I was like, hey, it inspired the crap out of me. By oh my god, I'm blanking. By Rhapsody. It's called Afro God wears an afro, or God has an afro. That beat is fire. Anyway, emotional impact, I'm gonna put about a 5. And I'm an R&B dude, so R&B / hip hop, like, that's what I like a lot. So we can do better there. I feel like it's a solid song, but just too safe for my liking. So that's a 30 out of 50 for that song, Lil Nasty. All right, if you want to get your song in the queue, it is Nero.fan/Kofi@JMusic/live, or you can click the red button if you're in the Instagram live right now. All right, next song is Michelle Crowder, The River. Or Michelle, maybe.
I can feel your pain sink into my skin, flowing through my veins and settles in. I can feel your tears dripping down my face. They puddle around my waist and abide here. The river flows. The river knows. The river goes where she needs to. The river flows. The river. As the minutes and hours pass by, there's a feeling I can't shake. Trying so hard to breathe under all this weight, and I can hear your voice calling out to me over the land and across the seas. The river flows.
right, all right. That was The River by Michelle Crowder. So I have mixed feelings about this one, because I felt like as a singer-songwriter type of song, you did a good job. Like, other than the verses, I didn't really like the verses at all. I think verses could be reworked completely. The hook was great. Um, I think what would help with this song a lot is a co-write. So writing with another experienced writer, somebody who really knows how to put songs together, take your ideas and make them be able to translate them to the world. So a lot of times artists have great ideas, and it makes sense to them in their head lyrically, but to a general person, it's not going to make sense. Without context, it's not going to make sense. And so I think co-writing those lyrics, or doing like a lyric revamp of the song with somebody would be great. Melodically, it's like 75% of the way there. I feel like the hook is great, but the verses are just, there's nothing to really catch you in the verses. It's just you're waiting for the hook the whole time. That's just how I felt about it. So I would give the songwriting a 5. Like, I feel like you're halfway there with the songwriting, for this to be like a really great record. I think execution overall wasn't done very well. I mean, we can tell, but the essence of the song is really good. I think it has a really nice feel to it. I can easily hear myself like reproducing it way better and making it be a really big sounding magical production with some ambient pianos and strings and big drums at the end. It's just leading itself that way. So the fact that this kind of stayed piano the whole way through is okay, but it's just not dynamic enough, and the way it sounded wasn't great either. So I'm gonna give it a 4 in production. I'm gonna give it a 4 in engineering. And performance wise, I think Michelle is a good singer. It just, we need better editing, vocal editing. So we need better takes, just recording in general. It's just the implementation of the song. If I sat down with her and we recorded it and got some vocal coaching, vocal producing on the spot, doing certain lines over again, trying different inflections, being more on the grid at some spots, I think it could elevate the performance a lot. So I'm going to give it a solid demo performance. So maybe like a 7 or 6. This is fine for a demo, but it's not fine for the final thing you're going to put out there to the world. And emotional impact, I'm going to also give it a 7 because I see so many ways of enhancing this song that if done correctly, it could be a big, massive, great song. And that's my take on it. I wonder, what do y'all think in there? Y'all agree? Same? Okay, Jet said same. Yep. It's like, hey, Trevor and Austin, that's the OGs. Man, haven't seen y'all in forever. These are 2 cats that they're twins. They sing, rap, they do everything. Met them like a decade ago out here hustling in LA. All right. So Michelle Crowder, total score of a 27 out of 50. So if you want to get your song in the queue next, just go to nero.fan/KofiAJmusic/live or click the link in the Instagram, the red link over there. If you want to skip, it's $10. The super skip is $20 to be next in line. If you don't want to wait in this long queue. So the next one up is Spooky Down. It's called Proud of Myself. Where's my all right? There we go.
All right, here we go.
I changed my buttons. Okay, here we go. That doesn't work.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Spooky Down, Proud of Myself. Oh, wow. I just did a song with the same chords.
Let me get a little personal on this joint. Open up.
I'll be on for the next 30 minutes or so.
Had to earn every breath.
I had to get it on my own.
Fall through the night. I was close to my death.
I was like this close to dawning.
Lost so much. Still I gave what I
I
felt.
lost it all, still kept pushing.
Nobody helped me.
Nobody.
I just helped myself.
On my own.
Pain in my heart, but I turned it to dry.
that shit motivation.
Tears in my eyes, but I'm still alive.
I'm still here.
Took all the losses, they taught me well.
Took every L on my own.
Through all the struggle, I'm proud of
Proud of
myself.
myself.
Pat myself on the back and lift my own check.
I do.
I done took too many losses, even lost some friends. From the city where they hate you when you try to win. I was drowning in depression, but I learned to swim. Hold on. In a pool full of sharks, struggling to see the light, cause I got comfy in the dark. I know I got the drive, but I'm steady stuck in park. I'm scared to talk to niggas, cause they might be a nog. Hold on. And I'm super dirty. My cousin facing the feds, I know he's super worried. But I know that he's solid, really super sturdy. And I'm riding with my brother, if they give him dirty, I might have his back. Homie, loyalty is everything. I said I'm married to my morals with no wedding ring. You try to compromise my circle, that Beretta sing. And I got it from the bottom, they ain't give a thing, I promise.
Had to earn every breath.
Earned everything
Fought
on my
through the
own.
night, I was close to my death.
I just kept fighting even when it seemed like the
Lost so much, still I gave what I
end. I
felt.
lost everything.
I love that.
Nobody helped me,
Nobody, man.
just help
I
myself.
stood up on my own. Damn. I done lost it all and bounced back like Jordan. Fourth quarter with the rock, I guarantee I'm scoring. Never collecting feelings, emotional hoarding. I spit it from the heart, my soul forever pouring. And I let it spill like a broken heart. I put myself together cause the old me was so torn apart. Anxiety, depression, I won't even start. Suicidal, my medulla, it was getting dark. People keep telling me that life is what you make it, but complain when I don't smile, but I can't help that I can't fake it. That monkey on my back and I stood up, I had to shake it. Cause I knew I was a king and the throne is for the taking. And I feel like it's my place, nigga. And if you hate me, homie, say it to my face, nigga. Aiming for the top and I can't wait to get a taste, nigga. Should've never counted me out the fucking race,
Came
nigga.
from the bottom,
Promise.
had to earn every breath. Fought through the night, I was close to my death.
I was so
Lost
close.
so much, still I gave what I
I
felt.
gave it all.
Nobody helped me,
Nobody, man.
just help myself.
Had to stand up like a man, you know what I mean? I promise you in them dark times, man. It's a light at the end of that fucking tunnel, homie. Trust me, don't give up. Just keep striving, keep pushing. Even when nobody in your corner, I promise you, shit gonna work out. Look up to that sky, plant your feet on the ground and keep it pushing, homie. Trust me. Been there, done that.
Very, very, very well done. I love that. Spooky Down, proud of myself. So I do feel like the execution on that could have been stronger, but that's kind of what bugs me out because this is a great one. I think this has a lot of legs, a lot of potential. I think the songwriting, the raps were great. There was clear messaging and throughout the whole song. I think it was written very well. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The hook was amazing. The singer was awesome. Delivery. It's just really the execution. Production I thought was really dope too. I didn't expect the beat drop when it dropped, and I was like, oh, it was a pleasant surprise, and it was a nice groove. It was great. I'm gonna get a production a 9. Engineering is the thing I was like, if this had a better mix and master, it would be 10 times better, like 10 times better. I promise y'all, because everything is there. All the elements are there. It just, even honestly, the balance of everything was fine. It's just, it didn't sound like it could sound. I know how it could sound, and I'm like, oh, I wish it sounded like that. So I'm gonna get the engineering. Really, it's the mix. A 7. It's solid, but it's like there's more. The production is better. The songwriting is better. The performance is better. So if everything is at a high level, then that's when you get these awesome epic records. But performance, I'm gonna give the performance honestly a 10. I really didn't want to hear anything different. I thought it was great. Emotional impact, I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. I really like that. I want to hear it again. I want to hear it done well, like very well. So Spooky Down, if you're in here, hit me up. I would love to mix and master this. This would be fantastic. It wouldn't even take that long because it's already like really close to there. It's just, it needs a couple of more hours of high level mixing and mastering, and it would take it to another level. So a total score of a 44 out of 50 for Spooky Down. Proud of myself. I like that. Hey. If you want to get your song in the queue, go to Nero.fan/Kofi Music. That's AGYEIMUSIC /live to get your song. Hey, we got a skip. I got a new sound effect for my skip.
Get the money, get the money, get the money, get
Hey.
the money, get the money.
I want to listen to my song, but it's not mixed and mastered. That's fine. As long as you just tell me in the comments that it's not mixed and mastered, I'll be easy. I won't even critique the mix and master, honestly. I might give you some pointers, but I'm not going to critique it. All right, so we have our first skip of the day. It is from Jet Suede, Withdrawal From Me. Exciting. Hey, this song is a tribute about a close friend who I lost to alcoholism. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's terrible. But I'm very excited to hear this song. Hold on, we'll start it at 0. All right, here we go. Jet Suede, Withdrawal From Me.
Pretty sweet, the architecture is unique. We met when we were 17, where you were 45, but that's a different storyline. We would hang out by the street. Down the road you had a thing for me, but that was bittersweet. The older homie introduced us. I was used to being his wingman, so for me, this was just another freak stand, just another fleet, but you swept me off my feet. Man, that was unexpected. Having that first drink with you made me dream of you, and that was unprotected. You made the room spin like a whirlwind. I wish I had insurance. Bonnie and Clyde, just me and my girlfriend. Well, soon she would be. She tried to warn him. She from the hood, G. She'll make your world end. I hope you have endurance before you hit rock bottom of a bottle. Listening to Pearl Jam. I hope you have a floor plan. I hope you have a floor plan. In the nick of time, we started kicking it. It was so convenient. I recently suffered a tragedy in my life, and she was there when needed. My wound, she started licking it. A friend with a moral benefits. Together we cannot be defeated. That was an achievement for me. It felt like I finally had someone who understood and told the weakness to leave after bereavement, after the grieving. So you could never be my nemesis. Nah, you really get me, Sip. Sip. Intoxicated, but we ain't toxic, lady. No, we got this. Yeah, right, we broke up that night. Decided to keep it platonic and G and astonished. I'm not on a binge. I mean, it's not a syringe or a crack pipe, but I'm caving in like stalactites, flying off of the hinge while they gaslight. The bathroom floor was my crash site. Looking at the crash like, what happened to me? Oh, I let the flask consume me. I ain't no more beer and liquor for a while. I figure out, bounce back and I'll be fine. I'm one of a kind. Are you sure? You become who you hang around, and you're looking old for your age. Of course I'm sure, ain't no more than these grapes, and plus I age like. Why? It's so annoying, new circles. Everyone I hang around whines. Should've left them hanging like vines. It's destroying my confidence and wasting my time. No worries, I'll drop a slice in the glass so the taste is sublime. Who am I kidding? This crap tastes like dimes. They don't really know me like she does. She really gets me buzzed. I need to drink something harder to sit back and rewind. Sip. One more. Sip. Then my battery died.
I swear for like every time I play the guitar, it's like I'm communicating with your spirit or something. It's crazy. It's been like 2 years, right? Keep working at it.
Alcoholics die from symptoms of withdrawal. Coming down from the
All right, that was Jet Suede with Withdrawal from me. So I do have mixed feelings about this one as well. Just because I like the concept, like the content. I like what you're talking about. I like that it's a dedication to someone you lost to alcoholism. But there are some just general song things that are that aren't sitting well with me. So like, if you want this to impact the most amount of people, it could just be cathartic for you just to get it off your chest and just get the raw emotions out there. And I think that does make great songs a lot of times, but sometimes it makes complicated songs because our emotions are complicated and they're complex. So it's hard to just condense them into a song form. But when you can, it's super powerful, especially when you can do it in a way that's clear and effortless for people to understand and to feel. And I think that's what's missing here. It's like, we hear the beat, we expecting conscious rap, we're expecting something that's very thoughtful and thought provocative, and that's what you're getting. Like, that's what you're delivering as well. But it's also complicated for a dedication song, like for a song that should be more emotional than mental, in my opinion. So like, we need to think about what it is more emotionally than it is mentally, especially when we're in this kind of zone. Especially the groove is like giving us that feeling where we're kind of zoned out and we're listening to your every word because it's kind of loopy. The track is just the same thing over and over and over again. But engineering was 10 out of 10. I thought engineering was fantastic. Whoever's engineering your stuff is great. That stick with them, or I need to know who they are because they're awesome. The songwriting was the issue for me, so I'm gonna give it a 5. I can tell you got the talent for it, but it's just, it needs to be simplified in a way that still hits home, that still says all the things you want to say, still conveys the feelings you want to do, but we feel it more than we understand it, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Or you have to tell a story that we're enthralled with the whole way through. Like, first this happened, then this happened, and then we went here. Like, Nas is really, really amazing at doing that. J. Cole's pretty good at doing that as well. Where you can visualize the whole thing from beginning to end, and that could have been this song, or it could have just been like a bunch of moments that the person affected your life, and it could be scatterbrained, which is fine, but as long as it's said clearly and in a way that's easy to understand and simplified. Production I thought was really creative and dope, but it was a little too loopy for my liking, so I'm gonna give it a 7. I feel like there's things you can do to make it not too loopy, and definitely make it not too long. I'm gonna put that under production as well. The song should have been probably half the amount of time, maybe 2.5 to 3 minutes. And performance, I think your performance is strong. I'm gonna give it an 8. There's not much I would do differently with your performance. It's just, I think if you were saying things that we're less cool and more what's the I can't blank in today. More taking more of an emotional risk, like just letting people in a little bit more. So that's the emotional impact issue with me too. So for 6, vulnerability, that's what I'm thinking of. You just got to be more vulnerable on the track. Really explain how it really felt or how it really feels, because rather than telling us the story, I don't know, maybe a mix of the two, but we need to feel something. If we felt it a lot more, then it would come across a lot more. But overall, I think it's a really good song, really solid, but it's just too long and too complicated, in my opinion. I think it could be like simplified a lot more. And so I'm gonna give it a 36 out of 50 for Withdrawal for Jet Suede. I do want to hear more though. I think there's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of talent with Jet Suede. I want to hear more of your music. All right, Kitty Antics is next. His song is called Forget Me. Hi, yeah, I'm back again. Song was written in Nashville. That's why I'm wearing a white cowgirl hat in my music video. All right, perfect. I've been networking with Kitty Antics for a few weeks now. They're a really cool duo. And let's see what they got with this one. I don't think I've heard this one yet.
I love and live for the rush. It's not even a risk. It's just a little crush. Don't make it more than it is. There's something haunting in the way we touch. Stolen moments. These games are dangerous. Turn off the lights. Give me just tonight. Show me how you want me. I'll tell you what I like. Say you with my body. Temperature is rising. A touch made of lightning. So give me just tonight. And I promise, baby, that you won't forget me. You hear pretty echoes, always whisper my name. The scent of my perfume tattooed on your brain. Tossing, turning, you'll crave for me at night. Your bed is burning, 350 Fahrenheit. Turn off the lights. Give me just tonight.
All right, that was Kitty Antics. Forget Me. I was trying to see what else was gonna happen. That was good. I like that. I like a lot of that. What y'all think of that? I also love the stanzas, how they are laid. Yeah, giving Thriller. Yeah. Ooh, the singing and the guitar. Yeah, I mean, Kitty Antics, great job. It's called Forget Me. I really didn't have too many critiques on that one. The songwriting was great. I understood it first listen. And that's what I like when a song, like, I want to know what it's about. I don't necessarily need to know every detail or hear every single pun, every single metaphor, but if I know what it's about and I can sing the hook back to you, for a typical like pop song or R&B song or like mainstream song, I'm looking for those things. And I found them in here. So I'm going to give you a solid, I'm going to give it a solid 9. There's not a lot of improvement I could think of with the songwriting. The song is what it is, you know. And it's done well. Production, same thing. I think the rock element was really cool. It went from like claps to snares to like live snares, had a live feel to it with the live drums and everything. And I liked it all, honestly. I'm going to give that a 9 as well. Engineering, same thing, really done well. I'm going to give it a solid 9, maybe 9s across the board. Performance, yeah, same thing. I think there is another level, but it's just me being picky. Like, you know, like everything is executed at a very, very high level. Emotional impact, I would give it an 8 for me. I do like it. I would listen to it again, but it's not something I'm like, oh man, run that back. I got to hear that again. You know, that I didn't strike me that way, but I could easily see it strike other people that way. So if somebody was like, that's the one, I'd be like, totally understand. You know what I mean? Because it's not missing anything. It has everything you need. The video was cool too. It was fun. So I totally understand it. It's just maybe not my genre exactly, but I did like it. So 44 out of 50 for Kitty Antics. Great job, Kitty Antics. What's up? What's up, KFT? All right, so what's next? I got a few more minutes. I'll probably do another 10 to 15 minutes. So if you want to get your song in the queue, just go to Nero.fan/KofiJMusic/live and get your song in the queue. If you want to skip, it's $10 or super skip is 20. I might be adding another day. If we keep getting a lot of submissions in, I'll probably try to add one more day or to go longer on Friday. I'm not sure which is better, but we'll see. Yeah, but I might be doing that if we get more songs in the queue, because the show is growing and I'm very excited about that. All right, we got Benaya Wamble with Are You Ready? It's not fully mixed, but wrote this song for a Sync Sports placement. I think I did this already. Let me check it.
Yeah. Eye on the mic. That's facts, run it back, holla back, spin that East Coast slang. We ain't stopping.
Yeah, I did this last week. All right, we're going to skip that one. So Benaya Wamble is another one. Can I Get a Witness? It's not fully mixed. This is a Christian song I wrote to tell my testimony and appreciation for what God has done in my life. That's great. All right, Benaya Wamble with Can I Get a Witness? Here we go.
Yeah. It's Nye on the mic. Can I get a praise God? Glory to the Most High. Yeah. Come on. Can I get a witness? 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 All eyes on me like the rodeo. Peace, love, and joy, that's the Holy Ghost. God's not dead, yeah, he's still alive. Gave me his mercy and grace, that's number 5. Come on, let your church say amen. Gotta preach the gospel and show love to my friend. Don't wanna judge, but I'ma tell y'all again. Yeah, God love you, but you gotta repent. So, what you gonna do? See the heaven or hell, what you gonna choose? I think it's time you join the crew. If you rockin' Red Christ, you ain't gonna never lose. Can I Can I get a witness? Can I? Can I? Can I get a witness? Can I? Can I? Can I get a witness? Can I? Can I? Can I get a witness?
Hey, Black Sacrifice,
I gotta
appreciate you.
testify how he saved my soul and never left my side. Hold on. Yeah, he bled and died. He the living water, never left me dry. The devil big mad, he thought he had it won. But God came through and he gave his son. When it's all said and done, Father God in heaven, let your kingdom come. He doing miracles, he still doing miracles. What he doing? He doing miracles, he still doing miracles. Can I? Can I? Can I get a witness? Can I? Can I? Can I get a witness? Can I? Can I? Can I get a witness? Can I? Can I? Can I get a witness?
So that was Benaya Womble. Benaya Womble, Can I Get a Witness? So I think I'm starting to remember who Benaya is. I have reviewed a couple of songs, maybe one song by Benaya. And I think the performance was the issue for the last one, and it's kind of the same thing with this one, but even more so. Hey, what's up? It's Circle Time. It's either Dom or Miss Sarah, I'm not sure. But what's going on, y'all? So Can I Get a Witness? The songwriting was actually really good. I think you're a great songwriter, Benaya. I think you can really write well, because even this, I can tell that the song is good. It's just the delivery is not there. You got a serious rapper on there. I feel like it could definitely change the whole landscape of the song. I think the rhythms you chose, the melodies you chose were dope. So I'm just gonna give it an 8, even though lyrics were pretty good. They were kind of safe, but I mean, it's gospels, and the gospel usually tends to do safe lyrics, but not all the time. Sometimes they're very they're out there. So, but the average gospel song is going to be average lyrics, but the best ones have special lyrics. All right, so we have 8 for songwriting and production. I'm gonna give it a 10, honestly. I'm gonna give it a 9 because we've heard this beat before. It's definitely the DJ Mustard special, but it was done really well. Like all the sound selections, the beats, the grooves, everything. Immediately, I think KFT was talking about it too. Immediately, exactly. See, Walk for God. You immediately feel that West Coast vibe. You immediately feel the bounce in that one. So, production did its job. Engineering was okay. I'm gonna give it a 7. And then performance was the problem with this one. I think some songs will be for you, Benaya. Don't quit. You'll find your voice. But this one, I don't even think it's for you. I think you find a dope rapper and just you be the songwriter. They deliver it, and you have a much, much stronger song. So I'm going to give the performance a 4. And emotional impact, I'm going to give it a 8. I liked it. It was a nice little bounce. There's not much I would change about it. There's not much I feel like needs to be changed. And so that's a 36 total out of 50. That seems low. I don't know why, but I guess it's right. Performance dragged it down. But great job, Benaya Womble. Can I Get a Witness? See Walker for God. All right. And we got a few more. If you want to get your name, you get your song in the queue, go to Nero.fan/KofiJMusic/live and get it in there. $10 skip, $20 for a super skip. I'm not going to be able to get through the whole list today. Definitely not. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to add another day or if I should just go longer on Fridays. I can't do it this Friday, but other Fridays I probably could. So just let me know if you'd rather just see a longer show or if you'd rather me add another day. But we have Noble Nketsaya. Nketsaya, I'm not sure, but Not Forsaken is the name of the song. And I think it's the engineer who submitted it. It said, mix this project. That's cool.
Mikura mini wine, na uka mi. Oni pa ben kurani miya. When you kumi who say, media mensa, memfata. Una muwoni wa dumzu wa jimio. Yesu ya jimio. When you I've been ponya the sea edge red. Yes, I knew more gentle. That's so many I see. A lot of places. But none compares to you. This is love. This is love. This is love. Nobody makes me feel like you. Nobody makes me feel like I do. This is love. This is love. Nobody makes me feel like you. See me, listen me. I summon to me, summon shower. I come here, Daniel. I'm a nyami, come here, summon shower. Come here, Daniel. Yes, so we are my demo. When you're more, when you be your
All right, that was Not Forsaken by Noble Nketsia, I believe. That was great. I liked a lot of that. At first, I was gonna stop it a little early because it was a long song, and then I kept on listening because it kept on getting better. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. I know you said that you mixed it. Let me see. Let me write this down first. All right, I think that's how you spell it. But so I was judging the mixing. I was listening for the mixing a lot. I was going to critique that, and you pretty much nailed it. I don't even know why. Maybe you just wanted to share and wanted to network. So that's why I tried to follow you, but the Instagram didn't work. But you nailed the engineering on this. It's really hard to do live mixes too with live instruments, and it was great. There was two spots I was like, did that distort? It was like somewhere in the bass when it really picked up, and then at the end there was like these big toms, at the end that I felt like where it could have been maybe EQ'd a little bit better, so they weren't so like resonancy. You could hear the resonance in the toms a lot, like towards the end, and it kind of eats up a lot of space in the mix. But other than that, like, it was fantastic. I think you did a great job in the engineering. Like, I would give it a 10. Well, I would give it a 9 because of those two things. I'm gonna give it a 10 because it's just a taste thing. Nothing in there is without, how do you put it? There's no such thing as a perfect mix to everyone, you know? So if I had mixed this, I'd have been very proud of it. I would have been like, this is a 10 mix for me, you know? I think it was great. Songwriting, I don't know, but the melodies are good because it's a different language, but the melodies were great. I'm gonna put, I'm gonna give it a 10. And then production, I'm gonna give it a 8 or a 9. It's very safe production. It's done really well, but it's all safe. And that's the thing, especially for production for me. I'm always looking for something unique that I haven't heard, something special. And I didn't hear that here, but everything that was done, I don't think was bad. Everything was good. So the only thing improvement for production for me is creativity. So just be a little bit more creative. Let's do something more unique, more special, especially with gospel songs. You can get away with some mean chords if you want to, you know? So let's do that or do something like interesting. Performance, knocked it out of the park. Singing was really, really emotional and I really liked it. Emotional impact is high for me. I'm going to give it a straight up 9. Makes you want to go to church. KFT, I can't give 10s across the board just because they're Ghanaian. I can't do it, bro. Got to be fair to everyone. All right, it's 47 out of 50. Very high score. I think it's the highest for today. That's Noble and Ketsia, Not Forsaken. All right, I'm going to probably do one more, and then we're going to wrap it up a little bit. All right, but if you want to get your song heard next, I'll do one more if it's a skip or a super skip. But if it's not, I'm probably going to call it after this one. But it's called Hi, I'm Chris. Oh, hold on, let me read it. Hi, I'm Chris Gross, a 24-year-old producer from the Netherlands. I make all kinds of beats, trap, drill, afro, and my own EDM songs. And today I'm introducing Taps Galantino, an artist from LA. I'm locked in with Here You Got a Concept. We got on the way. Enjoy, tap in, and follow the journey. Take care. All right. Producer submitted this. It's called Faithful by Taps Galantino.
Just might be crazy to me. I got stats, you can check my reputation. You know exactly where I be. Who I'm with, I gotta check my location. Let's make 1 + 1 = 3. Leave no room for division. In the function, check for your goons, 'cause I know they can't wait to catch me slipping. Just might be crazier than me. You got stats, heard about your reputation. I know exactly where you be. Who you with, and gotta check your location. Let's make 1 + 1 = 3. Leave no room for division. I'm in the function, checking for your goons, 'cause I know they can't wait to catch me slipping. Faithful. Got the call to the city in my Nokia phone. I got niggas that be around me that ain't really about me. And if they try to knock on your door, there's a reason why you know what you know. You can call me mind being crazy, yeah, that mean you got stats, heard about your reputation. I know exactly where you be, who you with, and gotta check your location. Let's make 1 + 1 equal 3. Leave no room for division. In the function, check for your goons, 'cause I know they can't wait to catch me slipping. Faithful, 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 faithful. Easy to be faithful, 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 faithful. Easy to be faithful, 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 faithful. Easy to be faithful, 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 faithful. Make it easy to be faithful.
All right. All right. So that was produced by Chris Cross, and the song was called "Faithful" by Taps. What was Taps' last name? I think Gallon something. Hold on. Galantino. All right. I saw what y'all were saying in the chat. Hi-hats are too aggressive. They're crazy on production. I'm not going to let it sway my thoughts. Hey, what's going on? Chris Cross is in the chat. What's going on? So, Chris, songwriting I actually thought was pretty good. I like your artist. I like Taps Galantino. I think Taps has a voice. The only problem with Taps is it sounds like a million other artists. So somewhere along this journey that you're taking with Taps, you guys got to figure out how to make Taps sound unique. And that's going to be the struggle, because Taps has a voice, definitely has like a radio voice, like somebody who could be a big deal. But and then the songwriting style too, I like it. Like, it's a unique style, it's done pretty well. It sounds like a lot of other people. So we got to figure out a way to make them more unique. I know the production was more on the unique side too, but it was like hints of trap, using a lot of trap sounds and stuff like that, and the 808s. But I don't know if it was done well enough. So let me go back to songwriting. Songwriting, I like the hook a lot. It's so easy to be faithful. That was really dope. Like, I like that. Faithful. And it's very catchy. So I'm gonna give the songwriting an 8. And then production, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give it a 7, because I appreciate the creativity. I appreciate you trying to be a little bit different. I don't know if it was quite different well, I'll put it this way. Harmonically, it was difficult to listen to. So what he was singing and what the chords were playing, and then it wasn't a beautiful marriage. It was like this kind of works, but it's not awful, but it's not great. Like, harmonically, it was kind of loose. Maybe you're missing an instrument to tie it all together. Sometimes you're just missing, but it's probably the actual chords that were played and then the melody that was done. I doubt you guys made this together. I feel like somebody either sang over the beat or somebody made the vocals and then put a beat to it. But either way, it's not a perfect marriage. It's very loose, which is sometimes fun. But in this case, it was kind of like that's the face I wanted to make. Not like, ooh, like sometimes it's like, oh, wow, that's special. I wanted to make I'm not sure about that face. So I would harmonically revisit that, especially on the production tip. Maybe try different chords. That might change the whole vibe of the song. Like, just try different chords, and I think you might have something much better. Because I didn't mind a lot of the ideas. They didn't hit exactly. And for me, sometimes I get in those moments. Sometimes it's right away. I'll play it, and it's like, great, this works perfectly. Other times I'll try one idea. I'm like, it's cool, but it's not great. And I'll try another chord pattern, because the chords set the vibe, in my opinion. Like, sonically, the drums set the sonic nature of it, and then chords set the vibe of the song. So they set the emotion of the song. And something in the chords and the melody have to work well together in order for it to be pleasant to our ears. And that's kind of how I just gauge off whether we're going to stick with this chord progression, or we need to try a different chord progression. For engineering, I didn't even. Oh yeah, it was pretty distorted if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think engineering could be a lot stronger. I'm gonna give it a 6. It was really distorted, like you said. The hi-hats are very aggressive. It's just not clean enough. It sounds a little bit amateur, but I've been in that that space as well. It takes a while to get out of it, but just learning new things, working with different people, learning techniques, practice, and you just get better at it. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just there's much better out there. Performance, I think the performance of the artist was pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 8. I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's not standout. It's not something I'm like, wow, this person killed this song. But it's not every song you have to deliver that kind of performance, but every song you definitely want to deliver the emotion, which I think it did, but it didn't deliver a memorable performance because the delivery is very normal. It's what I'm used to hearing. There's nothing special about the delivery, but you have to figure out what makes you special as an artist and lean into that wholeheartedly. Emotional impact, intrigued. I would listen again, but I think it needs to be worked on a little bit more before it comes out. Just my personal opinion. And so that's a 35 out of 50 for Faithful Taps Galantino. Great work. Oh, we got no skips, and so I'm gonna call it a day for today. I'm gonna go to my playlist, and we'll get out of here on a song that I've worked on, a song that I have done. If you go to my playlist, it's I Am Kofi J on Spotify, and let's see what I want to play. I've played so many of these songs on here already. I need to revamp this list. I'll play one that not a lot of people know that I've produced on. So I didn't play the guitars here, but I did produce this song. Me and the producer, which is what he goes by on Instagram. But as a duo, we call ourselves We Dope, along with Q, who we started it with. But we've been using We Dope as a duo and a trio. But this song is called Rise. It's by Fault Lines. It's a great artist, great group. We know the singers. We did it years and years ago, but it's a fun song. It's called Rise, and it's kind of unexpected style-wise that you guys would hear from me. So just to show y'all, I do a lot of different genres. This is Fault Lines, Rise. Oh, I got it muted.
I used to know how it feels to be alone, how it hurts to be the only one.
But I came round, now I stand on common ground. I know who I am and what I've done. Oh, you're gonna be surprised when today's the day. When we rise up, rise up, rise.
So that was Rise by Fault Lines, co-produced by me and Clef Wonder. Well, the producer now, I don't know what to call Carl, but co-produced by me and mixed and mastered by me and recorded by me. So that was Rise by Fault Lines. That's a different type of record than I typically make. I haven't made too many of those like folky country joints, but that one was fun. Anyway, appreciate y'all stopping through. If you want to get your song in the queue next week, go to nero.fan/KofiAJmusic/live. And also, if you want to work with me on any projects, send me a DM. I got some, either you can work with me in a one-off situation where we just do one song at a time, work on the mix and master, work on the master, whatever you need to close that gap between a professional sounding record and whatever you got. And I also have 1 or 2 more spots left for the subscription. It's getting pretty full. I'm like almost tapped out. So if you want to get in on the early stage, which is $500 a month to get to work with me as a producer in your back pocket, producer, mixing, mastering, engineer, songwriter, whatever you need, I do it all. I played my record at the beginning of this live that I pretty much did everything. I had a co-writer for the bridge and the second verse. And that's basically it. So I do pretty much everything in the studio. If you need some help, you need a producer, you want to release consistently, $500 a month. We get a few sessions in every week, and we just help build songs up from the ground up. Anyway, I'm Kofi J. Thanks for tuning in. I'll check y'all next week, and have a great day. Go Ghana, go USA, World Cup. Peace.